The company's chief executive said he expects profits to be down by around £300 million this year. So what does it all mean for the high street titan? Well, Kate Hardcastle is a retail expert. She's with me now. Kate, good to speak to you. How much of a blow is this for M&S and for shoppers?
Well, today we had the M&S results, which has been, I guess, this two stories in one headline, because their results are incredible. They have really built the brand back. Food really never became a challenge for them, but other sectors that they are in, such as their homewares and their fashion particularly, were challenging. And we were reporting year on year on how this brand was just really not navigating, finding its way in a highly competitive market. But the build back's been strong. They're in this period now where they've got the most financial health, I guess, in 3 decades. And yet, at the same time, we've seen that complexity of the crisis that they're in, which is so concerning. It just goes to show how long it takes to build a brand back. And yet it can be, in a matter of minutes, lost. It's that real when it comes to these challenges, particularly when it affects security of their customers' data.
So impact on shoppers, what are they going to notice over the next couple of months?
Well, I think shoppers have probably felt the worst of it, and I don't say that in any way to premeditate that things are all already on the mend, but this organisation has really been hit. We saw empty shelves at some point in stores. We saw and still have seen a complete cessation of online orders, but then also people who had orders in the mix who were trying to get them out of the system. We heard of everything from wedding parties where cakes were cancelled, people who had fashion on order for holidays that had it cancelled or didn't have any clue as to when it was coming, if at all. So, I mean, they really haven't had the most pleasant 4 weeks, and we're entering now 4 weeks of this. So I think it's the build back. We've heard some positive messages across the corporate team at Marks and Spencer that things are on the mend, but these things do take a long time, because it was the central infrastructure as well, like the nervous system of the business that got hit, as well as the external feel that we understand as customers.
So I was saying profits down by £300 million, which of course sounds a huge amount, but in context, how big a slice of that is that of their profits? It sounds as though they did have a bit of wriggle room.
Yeah, I mean, this was the year, I guess, if it could happen, it should happen in terms of that it was significantly healthy in terms of the profits coming in this year, but no one wants that impact. We were working on about 3-4 million a day just in when we were calculating it before M&S confirmed this suggested profit loss in terms of impact, just in terms of how much they were selling online. But that doesn't account, of course, for the brand impact, and it doesn't account for the challenges in infrastructure and the extra staffing and the intensity of focus they will have had to put on this. And maybe that's taken their eye off the ball for launches that they would have perhaps had at this time, because you slowed down the business to accommodate. I mean, what's real here is that I think the rest of the retail industry and beyond, sectors that face into the consumer, have had to really wake up and sell the coffee. You know, when these impacts hit, it is significant to organisations. And I think it's shown that retail space, as well as any other space where it takes our data, has to make a set of promises to us as customers that it is really going to uphold to and keep, because our data is absolutely paramount in terms of our security. And I think when it's one of the most beloved brands that shows weaknesses, it's that hit really in the stomach for customers to kind of go, okay, how am I going to navigate all of this, and which brands can I really trust?
Interesting. Kate, good speech as always. Kate Hardcastle there, retail expert.